Security services within an SSL Orchestrator service chain are considered isolated and protected and do not generally interact outside of internal connectivity with the F5 SSL Orchestrator. This is meant to protect the decrypted traffic flowing through these security services. Some security services have a requirement to reach outside resources to perform their functions. For example, an explicit proxy would need access to DNS. Malware detection devices would need to be able to update signatures, and many security products require phone home access to validate licensing. However, SSL Orchestrator is not designed to allow these devices to use its traffic path to reach these resources. In these cases, it is necessary to create service control channel pathways to allow device-initiated traffic to egress to the Internet. This demonstration will show you how to create an outbound service control channel to allow outbound access to some of your security services. The current SSL Orchestrator configuration is a simple Layer 3 outbound transparent proxy topology. There is one security service configured, an inline HTTP proxy. This security service is assigned to a service chain, and this service chain is assigned to the all traffic rule for the assigned security policy. Here is an internal client accessing an external website, example.com, going through SSL Orchestrator and the inline HTTP proxy in the decrypted SSL Orchestrator inspection zone. This SSH session is the inline HTTP proxy. I will perform a dig using Google's public DNS server in an attempt to resolve example.com. This dig command is failing because there is no listener on the big IP to handle the source address, destination port, protocol, and VLAN. In order to process this traffic, we will create a virtual server to act as a service control channel for DNS on UDP port 53. The parameters of the virtual server have to be more specific than the virtual server that was accepting the traffic within the SSL Orchestrator inspection zone. Click on Local Traffic, click on Virtual Servers, click Create. For name, we will call it proxy_SC_DNS. Set the type to Performance Layer 4. For source address, we will use the IP address of the From Service interface of the HTTP proxy device 198.19.96.131. If you have multiple devices, you can use a subnet insider notation. For destination address and mask, enter 8.8.8.8, the Google public DNS server address. This will allow us to use a known public DNS server to test our new configuration. Enter 53 for the service port since we are creating a DNS virtual server. Set the protocol to UDP. The next critical setting is VLAN and tunnel traffic. Set this to enabled, and select the VLAN coming from the service. In this demo, we called it SSLON_proxy_out. Set source address translation to automap. Go down to the default pool and select an existing gateway pool if one exists, or create a new gateway pool. Then go back up to address and port translation and disable them. Click Finish. We now have a virtual server listening for UDP traffic on port 53 coming from a single IP address, that of the proxy device, on the VLAN leaving the device, destined only for Google's public DNS server, and it will be routed to the big IP's next hop to then head on out to the public internet. Back on the HTTP proxy device, I will send another dig towards Google's public DNS for example.com. It is now successful. We can even see on this TCP dump running on the big IP the DNS request from the proxy device to Google's DNS service and the response. So there you have it. If you have a layer 3 or proxy device in your SSL Orchestrator service chain that needs access to resources outside of its local environment, you now have an SSL Orchestrator service control channel created to process this traffic. Thanks for watching.